President Biden insisting recession is not inevitable in his first press interview since February the 10th. The commander-in-chief also admitting, quote, people are really down. The need for mental health in America, it has skyrocketed because people have seen everything upset. But most of it's the consequence of what happened as a consequence of the COVID crisis. He's blaming COVID for America being in a bad mood. Fox Business host Charles Payne joins us right now with reaction. So it was wide-ranging, this interview. Yeah. I mean, people are hacked off because of COVID, he says. And he says that a recession is not inevitable. Do you buy that?
No, I don't buy it. I got to tell you something. What we're witnessing right now is the failure of people that have been put in charge by epic proportions. Right. And both have the same problem. Jerome Powell and President Biden not listening to the average American. Not listening. Know what they've done for the last 2 years? They've told us how we feel instead of listening to us telling them how we felt. So now all of a sudden they're all surprised. Powell's shocked at what's happening. All he had to do was visit a supermarket a couple times. That's all he had to do. President Biden, the same thing. I got to tell you, this is very frustrating because the arrogance of saying, first to your point, he's blamed everything. Right. And now trying to equate this to the mental health crisis that came from, the lockdowns, instead of being honest. Just be honest once. It's not too late. Your policies have wrecked the average lives of Americans. And what's really the sad part, because we all make mistakes, is you did it deliberately. You deliberately wanted gasoline prices to go higher. You deliberately did this. You deliberately have taken this great nation and you've got it wobbly because you want to change, fundamentally change, to borrow President Obama's old saying, they fundamentally want to change who we are as a nation. The war on capitalism, the war on for-profit corporations, right now it's oil companies. But anyone who's in business, whether you own a store on Main Street, anyone who's in business to try to make money, maybe buy a house, maybe send their kids to college, be warned, this is a war against you as well.
One of the things that he was responding to was the insinuation by the AP reporter that, look, there are a lot of Republicans and people from the Obama administration, actually, who have said that a lot of the inflation that we got was because of the government spending, the gigantic government spending. But you remember this. Remember one of the criticisms by the Obama people at the time, back when they were pumping billions of dollars into the economy, was, you know what, we didn't go big enough. Well, now Joe Biden is president, and they went full tilt.
Yeah, but by the time President Biden got into office, we had already authorized $13.9 trillion. Trillion dollars. We'd already authorized it and given out $10 trillion of it. So we already had $10 trillion. We came into 2021 with the strongest household balance sheets in history, the strongest corporate balance sheets in history. We had momentum. We had a vaccine. There was no need for the extra money. The stimmy sparked a wage spiral, paying people not to work, created, this year, Steve, not a single month has small business has had net job gains. Businesses with 1 to 19 employees, every single month this year have lost employees. They can't compete in this world that President Biden has created. You want to talk about mental health? Yes, the owners of those people who worked 20, 30 years, saved up all their money, says, I'm going to open up that sandwich shop. I'm going to use grandma's recipes, and we're going to make it. Yes, we are. Now, they are suffering, and he should contemplate that, and he should really take it to heart, because he's in a position of power to change it, although I fear he won't.
Why would he? He's got the midterms. He knows that it's going to be a bloodbath for Democrats.
You change it because you care about the country. You really do. At some point, you say, listen, just like, these folks who go to college and the professor tells them about all these wonderful things of socialism and, it sounds so wonderful. It's fair. It's nice. But in real life, the application of it, which, by the way, we saw last year, we see the consequences now.
All right. Speaking of consequences, it sounds like Elon Musk had an all-hands-on-deck meeting yesterday. He held up his smartphone. World's richest guy. Didn't even hire a cameraman. He's just taken pictures of himself. They saw it. Here's one of the things he said. Musk said he's in favor of moderate politics and he's pretty close to center, and he would allow a diverse range of views on the platform, including extreme views that are within the parameters of the law. He also said he'd like to get to 1 billion users, and when asked if he was going to slash jobs, he said right now costs exceed revenue. And that's not a great
Yeah,
situation.
that's business 101. Although he did say if you're a top producer, you can work from home. If you're a slacker, bring your you-know-what in, because we need you to maybe shore you up a little bit, make sure you belong at the company.
You know what? Charles belongs at the company, and he's going to be here through the afternoon. Watch him over on Fox Business at 2 o'clock this afternoon with Making Money.
Thanks a lot.
Unfortunately, on Wall Street, we're just losing money.
Right now.
Right now. It's going to turn around.
Yeah.
All right. Charles, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.